If your goal is to achieve a more natural sound in American English pronunciation, then one of the best things that you can do is take a look at the speech of native speakers. And that's exactly what we're going to do here in this episode of Say It Native. Take a listen to our first clip here and see if you can guess what I'm going to tell you to achieve a more natural sound.
Texas,
Play it one more time.
Texas,
One of the things you're going to see there, so this is a state in the United States, Texas, and I know you see that AS at the end, but it actually is going to finish with a short I sound like
Texas,
Texas, Texas. So make sure that you're not just using like a schwa sound. So it's not Texas or it's not Tex. It's more Texas. We see this at the ends of so many words. So, for instance, like action ending on a short I sound, problem ending on a short I sound. It's just a very common ending. A lot of times, even if a dictionary recommends using an sound, you actually want to use that short like you see again in Texas.
Texas.
So that's our very first tip. Pay attention to those short I sounds at the ends of words to make a short I. One bonus tip, have the sides of your tongue touch your top teeth. It's like you're biting the side of your tongue for that sound there. How about our second clip, though? Take a listen to this and see if you can guess what I'm going to suggest.
It's really ridiculous.
Play it one more time.
It's really ridiculous.
We have an adjective at the end of our sentence here, ridiculous. And what tends to happen? Adjectives are often not stressed, but if they appear at the end of a thought group or if they appear at the end of a sentence, you want to raise the pitch a little higher, hold the sound a little bit longer, and stress that adjective.
It's really ridiculous.
So she's saying it's really ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. You can hear that sound in the middle. Ridiculous. That's going to be our stress. So again, adjectives at the end of sentences, like I feel really sick, or he looks really good. He looks good out there, something like that. So those are situations where again you would stress the adjective at the end of a thought group or a sentence. Hello to Shook. Great to see you, miss. And again, if you're watching us live, feel free to say, hey, good to know you're with us. Okay. Hello also to Ezra. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. If you guys have questions as we go through, let me know. And also thanks to Ishmael for the kind words. Ishmael, every time I see that name, I think of Moby Dick, one of my favorite books. You sound like that Khan Academy teacher. I don't know which one. I've never used Khan Academy. I'm familiar with the site, but I've never used it. Is that a good thing or not a good thing? You have to let me know. I'm scared. In the meantime, here's our third tip: things you can do to sound more natural in American English.
My senator is Ted Cruz.
Play that one more time. What am I going to say here?
My senator is Ted Cruz.
You're describing names or your own name. One thing you really want to make sure you're doing, speaking of stress, you want to make sure you are stressing the last name. So, for instance, Ted Cruz, Jeff, or like Jeff Smith, Dwayne Johnson, whatever your name is. So, for instance, other people's names here. Who are people's names we have in the chat? I apologize if I butcher your name, but like Shok Alfega, like so, stressing that Al sound. Ishmael Johnson, stressing Johnson. Ezra S, stressing S. Unknown nothing, stressing nothing. Things like that. So stress whatever the last name is. Go higher in the pitch and hold it. Yep. Good afternoon. Just good afternoon to you, Unknown. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you in the Say It Native stream. And guys, if you want to help me out really quick, if you're already getting some value from what we're doing, here's how you can help me. Like what you're hearing? Let us know by liking and subscribing. I have 2 more bonus tips for you guys. Sound more natural in American English. Take a listen to our next tip here.
When I lived in LA.
Play it one more time.
When I lived in LA.
So when you have abbreviations are times where things get shortened into letters. We can see this, for instance, Los Angeles becoming LA. You want to make sure that you stress the A. So again, go higher in the pitch. Hold it longer. LA. So it's not LA. It's LA. CIA, FBI. These are all situations you want to put emphasis on the last letter. USA for the country. Things like that. If you're in Saudi Arabia, KSA, stressing the A there. Okay, so that's one other thing you can do. And also just a quick note, guys, we are doing a course on pitch. We have 2 spots left for students. If you go to fluentamerican.com, you can see my name. There it is, down there. We were doing a workshop on pitch, and we have 2 spots left if you're interested in that. We also have a program if you're trying to get some daily practice Monday through Friday, according to this schedule. We have a program called Mission English, where Monday through Friday, we do a 30-minute live stream 2 times a day, and you basically just pay for one price and you get access to all of these things. And we do things very similar to what's happening right now. We listen to native speakers, we try to copy what they're doing. We also do vowel exercises, consonant exercises, stress, pitch, linking, all that sort of stuff. So that sounds like something that you're interested in. You want to improve your American English, you want to start looking at what native speakers are doing. And I strongly encourage you to take a look again at fluentamerican.com. Look at Mission English. We would love to have you in our group. There is no better value out there, seriously, in terms of content, if you're interested in studying pronunciation. I have one last clip for you guys. Let's take a quick look here, see if you can notice what I'm going to tell you.
It's been really difficult to contextualize.
Play that one more time.
It's been really difficult to contextualize.
Contextualize. So the key thing here is you can see that T sound, context, but that's not actually what she's saying. She's not saying context. What is she
It's been
saying?
really difficult to contextualize.
She's actually saying contextualize. Contextualize. So what happens when you have a T that is followed by that U sound or a Y or things like that, that T is instead going to become a ch sound. So instead of saying contextualize, because that's really hard to say, right? Contextualize. Instead, we're going to make that into a ch sound, which becomes contextualize. Contextualize. And you can see this, for instance, in a phrase like what you like what you want, or God, it's hard to think of situations on the spot, or like that sure, like is that sure dog, or things like that. So when you have a T sound followed by that heavy U sound or Y sound, then you want to make sure that that last T becomes a ch. So, guys, once more, this has been Say It Native, where we take a look at, again, 5 things that native speakers are doing in American English and that you can immediately start applying to your own speech to achieve a more natural sound. I encourage you to take a look at our whole series, and to take a look also again at fluentamerican.com for our whole list of services, including, again, our Mission English program, where we do 30-minute live streams 2 times a day, Monday through Friday. And you can also see, starting in April, we're adding writing sections. I was an IELTS examiner, so if you're interested in trying to get some practice in for IELTS essays or just emails or just creative writing or any sort of writing, that's something that we would love to see you in. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day, a good night, a good afternoon.